Here's a little mankini I got for you. The important thing here is Milo has been found.
And she's alive. I'm assuming she's alive. Hold on.
What a f***ing asshole. I'm sorry, that has literally just sunk in. He's lost a hairband, but never my cat.
I would be so furious at you. Furious!
I found...
That's so dumb. You could get married for that.
Yes, we did.
You're through to 1-800-DRAMA,
The show where you share your biggest dilemmas.
and we help you navigate them.
I'm Shaaba.
And I'm Jamie,
Come join us as we help people figure out if they are the drama.
because sometimes you just need an outside perspective.
And we can all expand our own mindsets along the way.
Wait, am I the drama?
Red flag, green flag, Shaaba.
Hit me.
Buying an outfit, like a specific outfit for your partner to wear on a date. Like laying it out on the bed and being, this is what you're wearing for our
With that little
Valentine's Day
sign
date.
that's like, meet you downstairs at 9.
Yeah.
9 is
wear
way
me.
too late for a dinner, to be fair.
I don't know.
I don't know why it always says like 8, 9. Like, no, that's dessert time.
I
That's
just-
not when you're going down.
I just had my
Pre-starter.
second dinner like half an hour ago, and that was 11:30.
Yes, but that's not like a date, you know?
Hey, you can book a restaurant for 9 p.m, so I say it's an okay time.
If I'm going on a date, my tummy is going to rumble. This
This
isn't
isn't
even the
even the
point.
point.
Okay,
Let's
sorry,
move
what was
on.
the red flag, green flag? Remind me?
You're going on a Valentine's date,
I'm going on a
and
Valentine's
you walk
date.
into the room, and there
walked
is an
in.
outfit laid out on the bed, and it says,
Right.
wear me.
Yeah, okay. Oh, see, I don't want to be that person that uses the amber flag or the beige flag because I always tell you off for not making a decision. So, okay, here's the thing. It's a green flag if you get it right. Because it shows that you know someone's taste and that you found something that they're comfortable in. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's really
Yeah.
comfortable, it could be a really cute sign of like, oh, wow, they really know me. How wonderful.
Okay,
However,
you get it wrong.
I think it's if you get it wrong and that person feels pressured to wear it.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Or if you show any sign of upset,
That
if they,
they
don't want
don't-
to wear
Exactly.
Because it could even be like, you could buy something that is very much within my taste and be like, hey, husband, would you like to wear this tonight?
Here's a little mankini I got for you.
Yeah, because a mankini is just my everyday wardrobe, Shaaba. I'm literally wearing one right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be perfectly good, fit me, I like it, but I just don't want to wear that tonight. And I think as long
Yeah.
as there's an acceptance of like, if you're not comfortable with something that's a certain length or a certain cut or tightness for like an evening,
You're right. And it's like
Yeah.
the bloat is real. And sometimes, like, if you're taking me to a steak restaurant or, you know, like a restaurant where there's really good
lots of bread.
breadsticks,
I was going to say bread.
I'm gonna dress accordingly.
You need those stretchy pants.
You're not gonna find me in bodycon on those dates.
Never find your own body count.
You never find me. Hey, I sometimes wear bodycon.
Really?
Really, really rare.
Yeah,
But I
so
can.
rare.
I do have
I
them.
cannot select a memory. I think green flag if it's essentially you just saying, hey, I got you a new outfit. If you want to wear it tonight, great. If you don't, no worries, and it's yours anyway.
No, but it's not hot though if it comes with that kind of consent. You just need to know that that's how someone's gonna be, but they need to deliver it with the dress on the bed, babe. See you down there at 7 because that's an appropriate time to order dinner. Biatch.
Okay.
That's the
I'm not
vibe.
pushy enough. If I did that, my note would be like, you can wear this, but also feel free to wear anything else that you want to wear to make sure that you're the most comfortable on this date.
automatically,
Not hot.
it's gone. You know, that's
Yeah.
gone. But there's a way to do it. It could be like, left a present for you in the bed. Feel free to wear it now.
Sorry, my head just went dog shit in the bed.
This is already the most chaotic start to an episode. But do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Left something for you on the bed. Wear it tonight. Or
Brackets if you want. Think
or left a present for you on the bed. See you tonight. You'll look beautiful in anything.
that's lovely. Yes, love it.
Something like that.
I will try it.
You know, like no. Don't, because you know what I'm like with clothes. I do. Sure, if you want to. Then that
Mankini.
means you're. yes, do that and make it a takeaway date.
Yes.
And I'll do it.
We
Do
can
you know what
wear
I mean? Like, 'cause
matching
then I'm like, oh god,
mankinis.
now I have to go out.
Yeah,
that means I have to
yeah.
like I'm obligated to wear a bra, and then all
Yeah.
sorts of problems happen.
Because if I pick an outfit for you, I'd be like, when did Shaaba shave last? And would she be comfortable doing that now? Would she want to?
Exactly.
Because I know what you want to do when you wear certain clothes. and what
Sometimes
makes you
I'm
feel
fine to get a
comfortable.
little hairy leg out. Sometimes
Yeah.
I really want to shave, or I'm not feeling fine to put a hairy leg out, but I don't want to shave, so I know to go for my longer skirts.
Yeah. My overall thing is like, I'll green flag it if the relationship is healthy, the boundaries are healthy, the communication is healthy, and it's not a sense of like control or anger if you don't want to wear it.
If it's hot and non-toxic, tick, it's green flag.
Yeah.
Isn't that with everything in life though?
Exactly. But I think it's one of those behaviours that can be a sign of a controlling partner. If they're like, wear this, and they've picked it because it's what they like you in, not what you like you in.
And then you smother them in hot sauce and you stick them on a pole because they are definitely a red flag.
Hot sauce? Like red chilies?
Like red chili hot.
Yeah.
Jamie, don't.
I was just being logical.
Oh, drama. How you doing, babe?
I'm good.
You
Our
feeling
cat
good?
is being weird.
He is. He really is.
Talking of weird.
Yes, stream my song. Weird. It's out. Beaches.
That was a very non-deliberate, very natural segue. No, I promise. Did not do that intentionally.
Oh, well done. I am trying to promo the song so hard.
Smooth as peanut butter.
I am so proud of it. I'm so grateful for
It's
all of your
amazing.
support so far. I'm also so grateful that we've had a couple radio plays. It's been very, very sweet to see. And if you want to see what the hype is about and maybe listen to it yourself, then you can totally do that. And maybe there's some more funny things coming your way.
You're
involving
really
the two of us.
comfortable promoting yourself, aren't you?
Maybe I'm not quite there yet with my music. I still
Yeah.
feel a little bit like...
Go stream it. Just do it.
Peaches today. My hair is looking a little bit different. I have rebleached. However, for some reason, my hair wasn't doing what it was initially supposed to do. And so the top band, which is normally pink, is currently sporting, funnily enough, ironically, a peach colour. But
Your
know
hair
that this
was
is
being
not.
as stubborn as you.
Yeah, it really was. So I'm going to fix it, but I need to give it some time to settle. So if you're like, Shaaba, what's happened? That's not quite pink. I know.
I like
I'm working on it. It's not bad. It's just not what I want.
You are going for, yeah.
Yeah,
But I think
it doesn't
looks
make
nice.
me happy.
It
It,
looks
doesn't
in-
make me feel like my
Okay.
poppy, you know?
All right, got you.
But it's alright. It's giving Neapolitan ice cream with the 3 colours meets lesbian flag. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I like the lesbian flag. It's very aesthetic.
Alright, Jamie, should we?
We should.
I do agree, actually. The lesbian flag is one of the prettiest pride flags out
It
there.
is.
Should we actually get on
We
with the
should
podcast
actually
now?
get on with the video podcast.
Are you ready to go fishing for assholes? Let's go. Ooh, drama.
Am I the drama, Shaaba?
Always.
This is my favourite bit of the podcast, that first Am I the drama, Shaaba?
We'll do it twice.
Am I the drama, Shaaba?
Always.
For asking my brother to pay $30,000 for my engagement ring? Yes.
Wow.
Who the hell needs a $30,000 engagement ring? Who are you?
Sorry, are you assuming this is a new engagement ring? In which case, I like your first question is the price and not the fact that it's coming from a brother.
Oh. I was just very stuck on 30,000. You could do a lot with $30,000.
You could.
Don't need a $30,000
that is
ring.
a crazy amount for an engagement ring.
You could get married for that.
Yes, we did.
Comfortably.
Pretty much, with that is quite wild to me.
That is. And yeah, where is the brother coming into play? Maybe he lost it. That's
Yeah.
where I'm going.
Also, I kind of assumed damage, asking my brother to pay that for my ring.
Yeah.
Or he's buying the ring off of her. Should we
Oh,
see?
maybe.
Do you know what I mean? Maybe he's like, you don't need it anymore.
Well, let's find out.
I've got a
Whoa.
partner.
You're single. Let's find out.
Opie says, I hosted a family dinner over the weekend. My brother brought my nephews, aged 4 and 8, over as well.
I know where this is going.
Do you think the nephews messed up the ring?
Oh my god, yeah.
Do you think they ate it?
Yeah, like ate it and nobody wants to sift through the shit.
Okay, real talk. If a kid eats an engagement ring, you have to take them to the hospital,
Yeah,
right?
in
Because
case it gets
diamonds
stuck.
cut. Oh, yeah, sure. The
But
stuck
it
thing.
could get stuck somewhere. But yeah, I guess if it's sharp.
That's isn't that
Yeah.
like really bad?
I don't know, you just need to make sure it's moving through the system, don't you? And it's not going to block stuff.
I guess that my question was more scientifically, how much do diamonds cut?
Normally you cut the diamonds. Do diamonds cut?
Yes, Jamie. Haven't you seen all of the movies where they're like, this is a fake diamond, and they stick it in their mouth and it cracks, and they're like, ha ha, this is the real diamond, and they go whoosh, and it I don't know, cuts them.
Oh, right, cool.
Diamonds are supposed to be really strong. They're used on drill bits. I don't know if I've made that up, or if it's just the
Maybe.
shape that's diamond on a drill bit. Look,
All right, oh no, it's fine. Okay, cool. Diamonds, great. Then we need to make sure the child has not swallowed a diamond. Let's
Yes.
carry on.
I used to wear, says Opie, my engagement ring all of the time. A little bit all of the time. But lately, I keep it in my walk-in closet and mainly wear it for special occasions.
That's a bit bizarre.
Ooh, Why?
I don't know.
To be fair, if I had something that was worth $30,000, I'd be scared to take it with me everywhere every day.
I just wouldn't have one that was that expensive if
You
I
are
was
totally right.
uncomfortable wearing it.
Yeah, very that. Whilst I was cleaning up the dinner table, my nephews went to go play whilst the adults were sitting in the outdoor patio / outdoor kitchen area.
Oh, fancy.
My brother was not supervising his kids. Can I just say the flexes in this post, like my walk-in closet. We were in the outdoor kitchen. It's not just a patio, an outdoor patio, outdoor kitchen. During this time, my nephews went into the master bedroom without anyone knowing and started playing with everything, including my engagement ring. When we came to look for them, they panicked because they know they aren't supposed to be upstairs. They ran into the master bathroom and flushed my ring. Bro, they might as well have eaten it. That is...
No. This is worse than eating it.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, for the ring, not for the kids.
Yes. For the safety of the children, I'm glad it went down the toilet, not down on a esophagus.
Esophagus.
Yes. But that's going to be hard to find. We called a plumber in case it was somehow in the U-trap of the toilet and not actually gone. But nope. Unfortunately, it was gone for good. What?
Gone
You're
for
telling
bad.
me that 30,000 didn't get you a diamond the size of a freaking football that would have been
Too
lodged
big to
in the
flush.
toilet, right?
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Would have been safer on your finger.
Wow. I feel I need to say this just as a little PSA for anybody who may be looking to get engaged or wanting some form of commitment ring. You don't have to have a diamond. And it certainly doesn't need to be this whatever bullshit rule, right, of being X amount times your whatever, the blah, 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 your partner's salary. It's ridiculous. Just have what you want. And when you are ridding yourself of that horrific stigma of what flipping carrot cut clarity whatever your ring should be, and you just go for whatever you want, life is so much more fun and so much more beautiful and cheaper. It works out fantastically for you. So do that.
My head's been doing a little show reel of all the ways you can cut up a carrot since you said carrot cut.
Okay. Unfortunately, it was gone for good. We still had the original receipt, so I called my brother. I emailed him a scanned copy as proof of the cost, and I asked him to reimburse me for the ring that my nephew flushed.
This is exactly where I thought this was going.
Where that title led us to, but wow. Immediately, he started calling me an a-hole because we were family and he was just a child. He has refused to repay the cost of my ring. I told him I'll be taking him to court for this, and now my entire family is blowing up my phone saying that family shouldn't sue each other and just let it go. There are a couple edits on this post. Should we go through them now?
Yes, please.
Edit number 1. OP says, no, the ring was not insured. I found... Sorry.
That's so dumb.
I found out the day after my nephew flushed it. My husband says that he forgot and in the end never actually insured it.
Okay, that ring is worth more than most people's car. If you can buy a $30,000 ring and then you forget to insure it, just buy another one. Surely you have the money because it wasn't that important to you in the first place. Mate.
Or people don't know.
Oof.
I'm trying to give myself the benefit of the doubt here because I don't think I've ever owned anything that is worth £30,000 that could get lost in that way. Do you know what I mean?
We insure a house?
Yes.
A car?
Yes, I hear you.
Do you know, your engagement ring, nowhere near that amount. But at the time, the single most expensive single item I had bought. Because I wanted to do that. Not so that I wanted to do it because I had a specific thing in mind.
But can I say though, when I say a fraction of this cost, right? Remember that
I insured the shit out of that. I changed our policy the day I was picking up. Before I picked it up, I was like, this policy is being changed to include this ring, even though literally a fraction of $30,000.
Everything's a fraction of a number.
Very small
fraction. It could have been 99% and that would be a fraction.
No, it's very small fraction of that. But I was like, mate, this is getting insured. So silly. Not that you deserve for it to be flushed down the toilet, but your husband, silly.
Silly for not insuring it, absolutely. Edit 2, says OP, my brother says that he doesn't have the money to repay even $100 a month and has refused any kind of repayment plan. He says that I live in a nice enough house and if I want a replacement, I should just sell my car.
I mean, that's a bit dumb. Yeah, sure. Your kid flushed her ring down the toilet, so she should sell her car to replace it. I'm annoyed at everybody.
Hang on. Let's come on to this, because I'm actually really confused. But let's read the final edit first. There's 2 more edits. My brother, to this day, has not truly apologised. It was a Canadian sorry.
What's a Canadian
I've
sorry?
never heard this phrase before.
No, me neither.
A Canadian's not able to apologise? Sorry, not sorry, says OP.
Oh.
He said, kids will do what is normal for kids. wives, and they shouldn't be held responsible for a ring. They were supposed to supervise their kids outdoors with the rest of the family whilst I was busy cleaning up.
Yeah, to be fair, not all kids would go rummage around someone's jewellery and then just flush something down the toilet.
Imagine
That's
going,
a weird behaviour.
let's go to my auntie's wardrobe. That's a bit odd.
And then instead of like, let's like touch the sparkly stuff, no, let's take one and flush it down the toilet.
Oh, quick, they're coming, flush the ring.
Yeah.
That is bizarre behaviour, even for a 4 and 8-year-old.
Yeah.
The final edit is, I do not believe for a second, says OP, that my brother and his wife cannot pay for the cost of my engagement ring. They don't make anything near my husband. The way that OP talks, I don't know, it's rubbing me up the wrong way,
They
babe.
don't make anything near my husband.
They don't have an outdoor kitchen with a pizza oven made from Italian Oompa Loompas.
They don't have a gold-plated poodle.
But they have a healthy enough income to afford a Mazda. It's very bizarre.
Why Mazda?
I don't know, it just came out my mouth. Mazdas aren't really that pricey, are they?
Not really.
No, I'm sorry. I don't do cars. I'm bi, okay? So, where were we? They don't make anywhere near my husband, but they have a combined income of around 250,000. Wow.
And they don't have $100 a month.
Wow. They don't pay rent or anything because my parents gifted them their old house valued at 3.5 million in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Back when I bought... Wait, is Toronto in Ontario?
Yeah, Ontario's like a...
Like a borough.
I thought it was like a state, county type
I thought
vibe.
Ontario was separate to Toronto
No,
and Vancouver.
I'll show you a map.
Yeah.
I don't know all of it, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay. Back when I bought my parents a new home years ago.
Oh my god, where is all this money?
This is how the other half lives.
This is a rich fam.
There is no mortgage on the home that my brother lives in. The only thing my brother and his wife would have to pay for is the cost of raising their children, normal bills and food. And I feel so distraught because my ring holds great sentimental value. I've already been speaking with my husband's family lawyer, but at this point I'm ready to hire a PI, that's a private investigator,
Yeah.
to find out if they really don't have the money. My head just went, a pee-pee!
What?
A pee-pee! There's a couple
They
of
make
things that bug me about this.
over $20,000 per month, and all they have to pay for is food, bills, and childcare.
Can we, for a second though, I don't always love playing devil's advocate. I still want to go back to the OG question, which is, who is responsible for replacing this ring, for paying for this replacement of the ring, right? We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if you're like, look, they don't make even a spittling of what my husband
Anything
does,
near, yeah.
you are clearly therefore capable of just taking out
And
this
you
30k
bought your parents a new home.
for your little ring. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's not an issue for them, it's not an issue for you. So is this a matter of principle? Is it a matter of sentimentality? Because if it's a matter of sentimentality, buying another one's not going to fix it.
Yeah.
You're not wearing it anyway, and that's not sentimental, that's money. Then, you know, like, it kind of feels odd that you're then like, I'm going to hire a PP, I'm going to take them to court, because that's also not very sentimental or in line with, like, that train of thought. But the point that really does bug me a little bit on this final edit is, and I'm not saying that OP is wrong and that the brother is right, what I'm saying is problems and costs are relative. Finances in particular are relative. You can look at someone who has millions and millions and millions of pounds, or like a celebrity, right, that has like a lot, which is actually something that has been under scrutiny recently, where people are like, wow, celebrities losing their house, tiny violin in the LA fires.
Their outgoings
why
could be a lot
you know,
higher
like,
than...
why are we fundraising for these people that are able to afford things? But their outgoings are also a lot higher. That's the point, right? You know, like, you kind of live relative to your means. So just because somebody has high assets doesn't mean that they have like 30,000 to put down. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying I think it's wrong to assume either way.
Yeah, but part of me is like, I do think it was shitty of the brother to be like, oh, you live in a nice enough house. If you want a replacement for your ring, sell your car. Why isn't it like, okay, well, let me see what I can do to contribute towards a replacement. I don't think I can do the full amount. If my kid broke something of a friend or family member, I would be like, let me replace it. If it was $30,000, I would be very mad, but I'd be like, my child, who I was supposed to be supervising. I'm just thinking about what I would do to try, because I'm struggling with this one a bit because I don't like OP's writing tone.
I guess that's the point though, isn't it? Like, you would never find yourself in this situation. I'm not saying you, Jamie, would never be irresponsible enough to let your kid accidentally flush a ring down a toilet. I'm saying, in what world is something damaged of that higher value that you then need to repay the cost of?
Yeah.
Typically, it's going to be like, if there's a car, you crash it, there's insurance.
There's insurance.
If there's a house and your kid accidentally burns it down, there's insurance.
Yeah.
And you pay the excess on that insurance.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not $30,000.
That's the big bit I'm struggling with, because in reality, reality, it is like if you get into a car accident and your car is like totaled, you're a numpty if you've not insured. I mean, you have to have car insurance.
Yeah.
But say there's a world where it's not a legal requirement, right? And you don't insure your car.
But it is only a legal requirement for theft and fire. So yes,
Sure.
for totaling a car, it wouldn't be.
And it gets damaged that's like, you know, it's £20,000 to fix it or £20,000 for a new car. You're responsible for your property and you should have insured it. So that's where I'm a bit stuck here, because at the same time I'm like, if my kid was in my care and then ruined something of a friend or family members, my automatic response would be like, how do I fix this? How do I replace this for you? But at the same time, I would never have something worth even a fraction of that cost and not insure it, because that is the absolute dumbest thing. And also, shouldn't it be included in home and contents insurance? Do they not even have contents insurance on their home?
I don't know how things like that work. It might be that on an insurance document, if you're trying to claim for something that's over a certain value, it has to be individually insured, which I could totally imagine being a thing. I have to admit, I'm really truly stuck on who I think is responsible for paying for the ring. For me, I'm just thinking, could you imagine just one day going to a family barbecue and then realising, oh, I have a loan of $30,000 to pay back now.
Yeah, like I am now in debt to a family member.
That is quite something.
Yeah.
It's almost so much for something that I'm struggling to comprehend. Like, it just doesn't feel real. Like, I wouldn't know what to do.
I would really question, like, why wasn't it insured? I'm very stuck.
Kids break things all the time. And I get... so, Shaaba's head, right? My head then goes, okay, I don't know why I just referred to myself in third person. That was really weird.
Shaaba.
All I'm saying is, I typically then go, okay, well, let's take the principle and put it to a different context, because that helps me understand if things are right and wrong. Because you can road test these different principles, right?
Let's take it for a drive.
Do
baby.
it in my Mazda.
I mean, I'm not good at these. I'm waiting for you to do it.
Oh my God, this is perfect for a Jamie's metaphor moment.
Oh, good Lord. Put me on the spot. They normally come naturally. Okay, the child burnt Grandpa's wig
Oh my God.
by putting it in the oven, and it was a very expensive wig.
Yeah.
I would think that maybe the parent of child should pay for wig.
Jamie's metaphor moment. You're actually hiding your face from the camera. That is how embarrassed you are.
No.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Person has clumsy sibling. Two
my
of you
God.
at a store. You're in Harrods. You accidentally knock something over and you break it.
Oh, you got to pay?
Do you?
I
Do you know what I mean?
think
Like,
so.
say there's a £30,000 mirror in a fancy ass store, and your clumsy ass sibling goes bleh, whoops, and it breaks.
I think you are expected to pay.
What if you just don't have those funds?
I think there'll be like...
Because the business surely would have insurance.
Oh yeah.
But are you then maybe you're expected to pay the excess? I actually have no freaking clue what is morally correct in either this or another situation where it comes to this. I think it's the level of money that changes it. If it's like an apple, if it's a vase, you pay it back. Do you know what I mean? If your kid
Vases
shat
can
on a
be
sofa, you go, I'm so sorry. If this is beyond repair, I'll get you a new sofa, babe.
I bet you some people have sofas worth $30,000.
Oh.
Everything can be expensive. You can have a gold-plated pointer.
That was not an innuendo for
No.
anybody listening
Oh.
on a podcast platform.
Wow, sorry. Yeah, we have a little pointer on a
like
stick
a little hand on a
pointing
stick.
to the screen when we don't. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put that down now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yay. Everything can be expensive.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
It's because of the amount of the expense, it has gotten me truly stuck.
I have a badge.
Okay. I actually, I think for the first time ever,
For the first time in forever.
for the first time since the podcast, I don't think I have a badge. I don't think I can answer this one. I actually don't know.
Okay.
I feel bad for the kid. The kid's a little shit, though. I was going to say they're not the drama because they're a kid, but why would you flush a ring?
Yeah, that is shitty. Do you want me to give my badge?
Yeah, please.
Everybody sucks.
Sure.
Everybody sucks here because I'm thinking that parent, this brother, dad, should have been watching his children.
Yes.
Kids, I don't think that is just typical, like, little bit naughty kids. I think that is, like, naughty children to take something like that and flush it. And then sister, one, like, not wearing your engagement ring. And then, like, if I had a $30,000 engagement ring
No,
and I
it's
didn't
totally fine
wear
for you
it,
to have something
I
that's
would be
$30,000.
keeping it in a safe. They wasn't insured. They
Right.
could have been robbed at any point.
Sure. Well, remember that movie Deck the Halls where Kristen Chenoweth has that like Ming vase
Yeah.
and it's just out, and then
Yeah, but a
someone
vase
nearly
is-
knocks it and she's like, oh, that thing is worth more than my house.
A vase is meant to be out on display. You don't like just have a ring on a sideboard.
Sure, but I'm not talking about the fact that it's a ring. I'm talking about the fact that it's an expensive item that is out. Do you know what I
Okay,
mean?
but,
Like,
like,
it could
I
easily
would-
be knocked,
I would
but then you'd have it insured.
yeah. So like that's why it was
For me, I feel like the husband is the biggest drama here for not
not
freaking
insurance.
insuring the damn ring.
Yeah.
Obviously, that wouldn't be an issue if the kids didn't flush it in the first place, which wouldn't be an issue if the parents were looking after them properly.
Yeah, but the whole thing wouldn't be an issue. Obviously, apart from the sentimentality, which is sad and you can be upset. But
You're
like,
saying if
yeah,
she was just wearing the
but
ring.
If it was insured,
Oh,
none
yeah,
of this
yeah,
would be
I
a
was going to say, because I
problem.
don't think we can blame her for just not wearing the ring,
You
because
claim it.
that's.
But
that's
I
not
would
right.
I would just put it somewhere safe. If I only wore it on special occasions
But
and
maybe-
I had
maybe
expensive
she did.
jewellery, it would be in a safe.
To be fair, who thinks 4-year-old toddler little
It wouldn't be about
niblet
them.
is going to go running into your wardrobe with your panties?
It's not about them. It's not about the kids. It's not about friends and family who might go in your room. It's about protecting your belongings that are more expensive.
You really think that the ring should be in a safe?
Yeah, at that cost, definitely.
I feel like I respectfully disagree. I get it.
Or if you're that rich, you can get like walk-in wardrobe type units where you can still see it, but you gotta do a code to actually open the drawer,
Sure.
like something like that.
I hear you on this front. All I'm saying is I think there are other items that aren't rings, Shaaba's metaphor moments, that can't go in a safe
Like
or
what?
something. Like, as you said, really valuable artwork. Whether it be a Ming vase or like a very priceless painting.
I bet you there are a lot of people who have these priceless pieces of
They're all
artwork,
insured.
and or they'll be behind like a lockable cabinet, or they'll be like screwed to the wall, so you
Yeah.
can't actually take them off the wall. I'm just saying from my perspective, if I had super expensive stuff in my house, one, I'm going to have good security, but two, within my house, it's going to be drilled down, locked away behind a cabinet, because you never know.
Sure, okay, so what I'm hearing is everybody sucks here.
Everybody
and I do agree
sucks
with that.
here.
Okay, I misspoke. I know the badge. Sure, that is obviously the most obvious badge.
Yeah.
What I am struggling with is...
Moral.
No.
Oh.
No, it's not always about the badge. This isn't about the badge. It's about who should pay. It's about the advice that comes following the badge. How do you fix the situation? I actually don't know who is needing to pay that. I would probably say, you know what? Half the cost. If you've got this level of money, you're all playing around with like
Everybody's
your
got, yeah.
millionaire monopoly houses.
I probably agree with you, because it's
I'd be like,
half
look,
to be like, look,
my kid was wrong for doing that.
yeah, and then
But
I
you should have damn insured this ring.
exactly, yeah. Do you know who should replace it? Husband.
The one that earns significantly
The
more
one
than
that
the
earns
250k.
significantly more than 250k a year could buy it in the first place and didn't bloody well insure it, because I just think if you don't insure something of that cost, that surely means there is something in your mind that is like, that's not important. I don't need to do that. Because it's either the other end of the scale where you can afford a thing, but you cannot afford, like some people can't afford to insure their pets.
And I think that's really silly.
Yes, I do, because it's you never know what's going to go wrong, and we always want to be able to afford to give our pets the healthcare they need.
Yeah.
However, the other end of the scale is people who buy really expensive stuff and don't even give a second thought to insuring it, because they're like, if it goes missing, I'll replace it.
The real enemy here is capitalism, because this stuff shouldn't be that expensive.
No.
But considering that we live in a capitalist world, insure your goddamn stuff.
Yeah, I really want to read what other people have to say.
Yeah, because I'm still
Okay.
confused. I hear you. I'm not even sure if this idea of like splitting the cost is the right thing to do. I might
Yeah.
even suggest that it'd be like, okay, well, what would an excess be on an insurance? I'll pay that.
Yeah.
Because if you weren't a nugget and had actually insured it, this is what I'd be
Yeah.
paying anyway.
I do feel like, insurance point aside though, I think it's so silly to have something so expensive and not insure it. But at the end of the day, the kids that you were meant to be watching flushed a really expensive ring. There needs to be some ownership, and it would anger me, whether I was trying to ask for all the money back or not, it would anger me that this brother seems to have taken zero accountability in what's happened.
I do agree with you there.
Zero
Yeah.
level of apology. I feel like we've not gone hard enough in on him.
Very this. Oh,
up
no,
until now.
no. He's
But,
totally
like,
an arsehole in this situation. Absolutely.
the very
And then be like,
least
sell
you
your
can
car.
do. Yeah, like you don't tell someone to sell their car to replace something that your child ruined or lost or broke.
Part of me also feels like being a sibling, you do have somewhat of an insight into someone's spending. So I do kind of want to believe OP when OP's like,
Yeah.
look, I know that they can afford this and I know that they live mortgage free. And therefore, you know, with a mortgage being so expensive, if you've got a 3.5
Yeah.
million
But-
pound house or dollar house and nothing going towards that mortgage, you can even remortgage against
I was
that
just going to say,
asset.
do you know what the monthly payments would be if you did like a 10-year mortgage on $30,000?
That would be, like, absolutely
It would
nothing.
be, for people who live that kind of lifestyle and make that kind of money, peanuts.
Yes. However, at the same time, I actually could not tell you about my siblings' finances, and I'm sure my siblings couldn't tell you about mine. And I know so many other people who are like that too. So again, we can assume things based on like what we see, but what we see is not always the full story. And
Yeah.
it might be that even though they don't have a mortgage, they have way other, like many
Yeah.
other financial commitments. That means that they truly can't afford a 30,000 outright. It doesn't mean though that they can't afford any kind of payment plan,
$100 a
and
month.
therefore
Yeah.
to not even offer any kind of payment plan
Yeah.
in return shows that actually the brother here is hugely an asshole.
Yeah, just
that
wanted
is
to
not
like,
okay. Very not
clarify
okay.
that. Because
Yes.
I think I was just a bit flabbergasted that somebody wouldn't insure that. But
And I
never
also
mind.
wanted to point out that although, you know, like OP's like, oh, and my walk-in wardrobe and my outdoor kitchen and my husband makes a lot more than 250k, they have also stated that they've bought multiple properties. So it might be that they are mortgaged and therefore,
Yeah.
you know, like in debt.
Debt.
They're in debt like to the tilt.
Yeah.
Isn't that what people say?
At the hilt.
This is the cookie thing all over again.
Up to the tit. Yeah, to the hilt.
To the window.
The
to
estate
the
was
window,
mortgaged to the hilt. Is literally
So what
the
is a
saying.
hilt?
Ah, yes, it's the handle of a sword. The only portion that remains out when the weapon is plunged all the way in. So it's showing that it's like it's all the way up to the top.
Oh, that is so clever. Okay, so I was like, where does in a pickle come from?
Yeah.
I still don't actually know the answer, but I was looking at some Reddit theories and it made me so happy. But this one actually has an answer.
Yeah.
And it's the idea that it goes whoosh so far in.
The only thing showing is the hilt, which is the handle.
Whoa, that blew my mind. Every day school day. That made me so happy.
Can you clean it up?
What?
Your mind.
Stop
Make a joke.
it.
Okay, let's read the comments.
Not the drama.
His circus, his monkeys. He
Oh.
wasn't watching them. That's on him. 100% he should replace your ring. As for all the family who were blowing up at you, it's easy when it didn't happen to them to preach forgiveness. Ignore them.
Oh yeah, I should also say part of that everybody sucks it. It's
Is-
really shitty of the family to be like, oh, we're family, we don't sue each other. No, that is such bullshit reasoning. We don't sue each other because it's the wrong thing to do. We sue each other when it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, and I'm surprised
What has
that,
family got anything to do
the
with it?
family isn't giving more shit to the brother whose kids lost the ring in the first place.
Does that mean that if your family member murdered someone, you'd be like, oh, I wouldn't turn them in their family?
Yeah.
Actually, you'd
Yeah,
probably be
actually,
surprised at how
people-
many people
yeah.
would be like, yes, that is the case.
Also, 8 and 4 are more than old enough to know better. My 3-year-old knows not to touch someone else's things in their home without asking. Choices have consequences, and sometimes these consequences are expensive. Sorry this happened to you. Ironically, this has 30,000 upvotes.
One, if only Reddit monetized.
Whereas a pound per upvote.
every Canadian dollar per upvote.
If there was concrete evidence that the brother absolutely could afford this, then that is who should pay.
Well,
if
that's
he really
why I guess
can't
OP's going
afford
for
it,
a PP.
yeah.
Private investigator. So you really do believe that if they've got the means, they should pay?
I think if they have the means, they should. I think if they don't have the means, they should offer as much as they can towards the replacement as a way of apologising and making amends. But you should also ensure your really expensive ring.
I'm with
Sorry,
you.
I just
was gonna
keep coming back to that
It
point.
feels a little dodge for me to be like, well, if you have the means, then you should pay, and if you don't, then you shouldn't. That's not how
No,
the
but
principle
do you know what
should
it is?
work.
It's because you literally can't.
But it's the context, isn't it?
You
You're right.
should,
Yeah.
but you literally cannot
But
pay.
ultimately, I think if somebody had the means but the ring was insured, then they should only be paying up to the excess, not up to the means of the whole
course.
ring.
Yeah.
Which really, therefore, means that you should have bloody
been
insured the ring.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you?
Sorry,
Next comment.
you didn't insure a $30,000 ring. Edit. For those of you who say the insurance isn't the point, of course it's the point. The point of this whole thing is the sheer amount of money involved.
Right.
Shit happens all the time. Kids get into things. Dogs eat things. Partners lose things. Anything that you value is on you to insure or protect.
Do you know what?
You're the drama for walking around with a 30k liability the size of a marble and then pointing fingers at whoever touched it last before it disappeared.
Okay, 1 second.
She didn't know it wasn't insured. It was the husband who didn't do that.
But also, I hardly doubt she's walking around with a 30k liability the size of a marble.
You don't
just
know.
allowing anyone to do that. Like, it was in her wardrobe. A wardrobe is not somewhere that you typically allow anybody to go.
I think this has gone too harsh.
Yes.
On
Just
the
to give
insurance
OP a
point.
little bit of credit here, I really don't think they should be
Also,
taking the accountability
to
for that.
give OP a bit more credit, she did think it was insured.
Yeah.
I would be so furious at you furious. Not that you would forget this. If, like, we own something, not that we would or do own something that expensive, and you didn't
Well,
insure
I mean, like,
it.
you know, things like housing.
No,
and
no,
stuff, you
houses.
friggin' insure
but
it.
like a piece of jewellery, that much money.
No.
Just like, why
wouldn't
would you not
dream.
insure it?
I couldn't imagine putting something on my hand worth that much and being like,
I don't think I'd ever
Just gonna
be
go to
able
the
to
toilet
stop
today.
making a fist. My hand would just permanently be like closed so that it didn't fall off.
flippin' heck.
Goodness me.
Not the drama.
Your family is right. Family shouldn't sue each other
Blech.
because it should be repaid without courts.
Oh.
They're saying
Yeah,
like
okay.
family should pay family back.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you know, I was initially getting such bad vibes
Yeah.
from this comment. It made me very mad.
There's
but
definitely
that's fair.
there's definitely two camps on this, and I think that's where we're kind of like jumping in between the two of like, well, it should have been insured, but then you should take responsibility for your kids breaking shit.
I feel very on the fence.
I feel like I'm straddling a fence.
I feel like someone could come
very
to me and give me a
uncomfortable.
really like good, convincing argument one way, and I'd be like, yes. And then someone else could do the same, and I'd be like, yes.
This was a really interesting one.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think we've ever experienced this on the podcast.
Yeah, no,
Very interesting. Peaches, I'd be so intrigued to hear your thoughts on this. Let us know either at the 1-800-DRAMA podcast over on the subreddit, where we are also cross-posting the other ones that aren't specifically from Peach submissions. So you can definitely put your thoughts over there or in the YouTube comments.
yeah.
Drama. Am I the drama, Jamie, for not paying a roommate's vet bill?
Are all of these going to be insurance conversations today? Oh, I literally just mentioned this about insuring your pets.
And do you know where this comes from? This comes from a personal experience as well, where
Oh, irresponsible
we've
dog
first-hand
owner.
seen irresponsible people not insure their pets.
Yeah.
Their pants. Not insure their pets. And then their pets get very badly damaged, and it f***ing sucks for the owner, sure, but definitely for the pets. And I just feel so bad in that position. If you cannot afford to look after your pet, you should not be having one. I'm sorry, that like it's such a solid line. If you can't afford the proper food for your pet, don't have a pet. If you can't afford for
Like the
the
health
right care
checkups and
things
the
to be put in
vaccines.
place in terms of like ensuring that they have enough people with them, you know, like enough over
Care.
you know, like being looked after,
Yeah.
then don't get a pet. And I think the same goes for monetary things. If you can't afford to insure for the doodads that no one can afford because it can get really bloody expensive, then you shouldn't have a pet.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got really passionate there because I care for the pets.
I moved in with my roommate about a year ago. We were friends for a couple years prior. I moved in with my dog and she got a cat after a few months of living together. To paint a picture, she allows the cat to get on the stove, walk on the counter, blah. It's known to be food driven and will chew through bags of food.
Oh my
She
gosh.
allows it to jump on the dining table,
Okay,
etc.
this just sounds like a bad cat owner. Can I just
Yeah.
say, like, wow.
I like the consistent use of it. It jumps. It's known to do this.
Poor cat jumping on the stove though. It's
Yeah,
gonna hurt
no,
little
this
paw.
is-
That's not okay.
Like, also, if you're gonna have a pet, don't be an irresponsible pet owner.
Yes.
Like pet proof your house and make it safe for them.
Or, you know, if you've got an area in which a stove is accessible, make sure that if your pet's there, you're also there, or shut the pet out that room.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't let our cats in the kitchen if we're not in the kitchen.
No, but we also have a hob that wouldn't burn them as
Induction. Specifically for the little pet balls.
well. Yeah. Sometimes she'll keep the cat in her room while we're eating or when she's cooking so it doesn't jump up on the table/counters.
Okay.
My dog got neutered recently and was
no.
on anti-inflammatory medication. Tonight, she had the cat in her room while she was cooking dinner. Oh no. I placed my dog's medication on the table, being conscious that the cat is in the room, with the intention to give it to him after he eats his dinner.
No, did the cat eat the pill?
Okay. I give my dog his bowl, then went to answer a phone call in my room.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Wow, you know when a sentence just changes everything?
Yeah. You know when OP says being conscious that the cat is in the room, they mean in the room with the roommate, not in the room with the food.
table and the med.
So they're
the
like,
pill.
I can put this medication down for my dog because the cat is in my roommate's room. That's is that what they're
but
saying?
then you're left for an inordinate
I'm not
amount of time.
I'm not making a judgment there. I'm just
Oh.
clarifying the chain of events.
Yeah.
OP carries on.
No.
My roommate opens her door
No, I don't want to hear it.
and the cat gets out and eats the medication. I did not realise this until I went back out and couldn't find the pill. Oh, so it wasn't even the dog food, it was just out as a pill.
Hang on. So I put the medication on the table
Mm-hmm.
with the intention to give it to my dog after he eats his dinner.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Why would you put it on a table knowing that the cat jumps?
Why wouldn't you just take it out to give it to him when you were ready to give it to him?
Also, though, very bizarre cat just eating a pill. Very bizarre, but not.
I think it can
not
happen.
not a thing in this conversation. I'm just like,
I think
they
cats
don't
eat
taste
loads of
nice.
things that they're not supposed to eat.
They do, but like pills are unusual. It can be hard to get cats to take their own medication, let alone just randomly eat another pill. I'm not
Yeah,
saying it didn't
yeah,
happen,
it's true.
but it's one of those things as well. It's like, imagine if this was a chicken and you were like, I don't want the cat to eat my dinner. That's a chicken.
I thought you meant as if
No,
the
no,
chicken
no.
was a pet. I was like, what?
No, a roast chicken for dinner, and
Right.
you know this cat will eat anything, and it seems like maybe the living space is all one area. You can't just shut the kitchen off specifically. So you go to your room to be on the phone. I would go and say to my roommate, sorry, mate, I've left a chicken out.
It's a communal space, babe. You need to get that shit together. You put that chicken away. If you are leaving to make a phone call, you don't
Well,
keep
I'm
the
saying
chicken
at
on the counter.
The minimum, you let the roommate know there is something out that the cat shouldn't get. But then, no, fair. If that were my roommate telling me that, I'd be like, you want to put it away then?
Yeah.
If you're not going to be with it.
Right?
And then who has to take a phone call in a specific location nowadays with mobile phones? Like, could you not take in the phone call whilst being with your dog in the communal space,
I
seeing as your
mean,
roommate was in their room?
To be fair, we have some dodgy signal in our kitchen, so sometimes I would need to take a phone call. However, if I was doing that, I would not be leaving medication out on a table. Also for anyone, right? For your dog or the cat to get. These are just things that you know. Ugh, can you just read the rest of the story?
Okay.
It's making me so angry.
She took the cat to urgent care and I gave her my credit card to pay for the bill, $200, because I felt pretty horrible. The vet couldn't induce her to vomit, so the cat had to be hospitalised $3,000 to $5,000.
Oh, and this is why you buy insurance.
My roommate expects me to pay for some, maybe half of the bill, but I'm only willing to pay $500. Should I be the one paying for the whole bill?
Okay, I hate to be the same friggin' stock record, but where is the insurance?
Do you know, you didn't need to ask me to come up with a metaphor for the previous one. You should have just read this one.
is the goddamn
This
metaphor.
is the metaphor.
No, but this is sad because
Unruly cat.
rings don't feel things.
No.
Cats are
do.
adorable adorable little beings that do not deserve to be hospitalised for your poor care.
If you willingly live in a household with a cat and you know that animal's behaviour, it's like, I'm sure that your friend knows not to leave like cooked chicken bones on the floor where your dog could get them, because that can hurt the dog. I mean, it can hurt cats as well, but just like, you know, somewhere where your dog could get something that could hurt them. You left a medication out knowingly and you left it unattended.
So explain to me this, Jamie. My gut knows. It knows very strongly you are the drama.
Yeah, and also
That is my badge. I know it.
Your friend is only asking you to pay half. For some, maybe half. Your friend's not asking for all of it. They're taking like a joint responsibility of like, well, this is my cat, and I let the cat in a communal space, and my cat can be a little naughty sometimes, but you left a pill out that has made my cat sick.
I feel like from a point of etiquette, I would not have asked. But if I was in OP's position, I would just be offering to pay the whole thing.
Yeah.
Again, you know, like I will say 3 to 5k is very different to 30k.
Yeah.
I could probably go to the bank and get a loan or work out a payment plan to make that happen. Though, again, what is up with the insurance?
Yeah.
You should be insuring
It's where
your
my
pets.
head always goes back to, because I'm like, well, okay, the roommate's being reasonable in like requesting part of the bill, like, so they're splitting the responsibility.
But if there was an excess to pay on an insurance premium, I would just pay it all.
I would just
Even
pay it
if,
all.
you know, I didn't have those funds, I would find a way to do a repayment plan to do that.
OP was willing to pay for the entire treatment until they found out it was multiple thousands of dollars because it needed to be something more intensive. This is
So why is that different? Why am I so strong in my
Because-
conviction in this that OP should be paying?
because an adult knowingly did an action that was dangerous to other beings in the household, and it's to beings, and
Not
it was
things.
like it was a purposeful action.
But I also think cat owners are f***ing idiot for not insuring, if that's what they've done, for not insuring the cat.
Yeah. Insure your pets, insure your property. I see what you mean though, because both of us were so much quicker to be
Isn't that
mad at
interesting?
OP.
Yeah. Whereas the insurance thing is the exact same thing in
I
play.
think it's because a cat has been hurt. I think it's because like that ring had no necessity being $30,000. Like you bloody well insure that, and if
Yeah.
you can like splash out 30k and you earn way more than 250k in a year,
That's so interesting. I
that's
think you're right.
that really swayed our opinions on it. Whereas this
It's
one,
your own personal value of what something is worth. Isn't that interesting? if that's what's swaying us. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, leads me to say we are just other human beings, right? We are not experts in this. We've never claimed to be experts in being agony aunts and uncles or whatever it is that you would call people who look at drama, things like this. But I just think it's a good reminder that everybody is human, and sometimes we don't know why we feel the way we feel, and it's a good idea to explore them because we can learn a lot from that.
Also, this one was 10% of the cost of the other one.
Yeah, I think you're right. I definitely think that amount has something to do with
The
it.
person who has been accidentally affected, so OP's roommate's cat and OP's roommate, who's having to now pay this money unexpectedly because of somebody else's error, isn't demanding the whole amount.
But I will say you are the drama with an everybody sucks here if cat owner did not have insurance.
Yeah,
but
I would
not
agree.
for the purposes of this. Well, yes, also for the purposes of this post, but also because you just need to insure your friggin' pets.
Yeah.
Oh, if the third one's insurance related, that's going to be funny.
Yeah. Not the drama. Ooh.
If you have a pet, the pet is your responsibility. And in my opinion, the only time someone else should pay for the bills is if they've done something knowingly or did something really, really stupid.
Oh, what? And leaving a pill out unattended isn't really, really stupid.
Especially because, do you know what makes that worse? You know the behaviours of the cat, and you are a pet owner.
Yeah.
I feel like being a pet owner, you know not to leave medication around.
Yeah.
Silly. I grew up with cat and dog, and I have a dog right now, says this commenter. Training a dog not to steal food is hard, but I have no idea how I would even start to try to train a cat not to do it. They're not exactly easy to train, so I wouldn't say that somebody allows their cat to do something. Like, yeah, you can take the cat down every time you see it, but they'll probably keep doing it anyway, especially if they're able to snatch some food every now and then. Yes, they will typically continue to go on the counters, which is why it's your job to make sure that the things on the counters are not going to cause them harm.
Yeah.
I think that's the point,
And
isn't
it's
it?
your responsibility.
It doesn't mean like, oh, well, that means I'll keep open blades there. Just not really thinking about the fact that the cat could go there. Whoops.
Yeah, and you need to keep the area safe for the pets. So if you can't shut the doors, you need to keep the countertops clear, the stove covered when it's hot. I think you can get little things that go over a stove.
Yeah. Well, like, we literally changed our stove to an induction one. I don't know why I'm saying stove. It sounds weird now.
Hob.
Stove.
You're an appliance
What
stove.
kind of name is that? Stove. Yeah, because it's what's best for little tiny paws. That said, it's on your roommate to find a way around this, says this commenter, like making something to hinder the cat from jumping up or making a safe place that you can put things, and you should, of course, try your best to avoid pill bottles.
Your pocket.
To best avoid putting harmful things where the cat could get to it. But even if a cat were stealing food, I wouldn't have assumed that he'd steal my medication because it's not food. And for me, it's always been hard to get my cats to take their own meds. They'd spit it out because it tastes so bad. That's kind of what you were saying.
That's what I said. But at the same time, I know paracetamol is like deadly. I'd never pop out a paracetamol pill and then just leave it unattended because I know that Apollo, no matter how many times, he knows it's wrong. He knows he shouldn't. But if he's unattended in the kitchen, he'll jump up and walk around the counters to see what he can get because he's very food motivated. I'd never leave something like that for him to get.
And you have no idea. Like, it could be that the pill packet that you have, you put next to the pill putty, which is actually really enticing for pets. And therefore the smell of the pill putty is on the pills.
Or maybe the pill was made to smell and taste like gravy because it's for a dog.
Maybe.
They
do you know
do
what I mean?
that
Like, there are
sometimes.
so many different things. Like, what I'm confused about as well with this comment is like, you're saying, oh yeah, you try your best to not do that. And they're saying that for the cat, right?
Yeah.
But like, surely you as a dog owner should also know not to do that.
Yeah, and then it's just a bit about like, unless you did something really, really stupid, what, and leaving a pill out in a communal area where you know a cat goes isn't really, really stupid.
You shouldn't be taking a pill out unless it's going to go into someone's body.
Sorry, maybe it's only really stupid.
No, it's really, really stupid.
And someone replied to this comment saying, then why does this logic not apply to OP?
Exactly.
Who should have not left her pet's medication unattended?
Yes.
I would not assume that I need to keep my cat locked in my room at all times because medication would be lying around.
Yeah.
Why even take it out of the packaging until you are ready to administer? I agree with all of that.
And you say that you know that the cat was in the room. The cat mama, parent, whatever gender the cat parent is, didn't know that you had left medication out.
Yeah, and I'm sure
You
it's
gotta
like a thing
communicate,
in the
your
house
roommates.
of keeping it safe for all animals.
Silly.
Oh, this is a response from OP.
Oh, OP says it was a chewable flavoured medication that apparently tastes great to dogs, hence the cat's interest. Thanks for the reply, much appreciated.
Okay, definitely
You
really, really
are
stupid.
The idiot.
You basically
Why?
just left out a little like
A
meat
dreamy.
stick.
Imagine.
Of course the cat was going to gonna eat it.
Oh, I really hope the cat's okay. Do we have an update on that?
I don't know.
Oh, info request. Did the roommate know that the medication
Yeah.
was on the table? Did you verbally say, hey, there's a pill on the table?
But you're right, see, that's where my head went, and then you instantly just went, yeah, but why not just not put the pill out? And I was like, oh, that is so much easier. And why not just give it to your dog? Why not take the phone call near the pill? Why not take the pill with you into your room when you take the phone call? Why not put the pill out in your room at all times anyway, seeing as your dog can take it, but the cat can't? Sorry. If the cat is usually free to roam the apartment and you gave your roommate no prior warning that she should keep her cat in her room while you were giving the medication, then this all happened because you were reckless.
Yeah.
You are the drama. It's never okay to leave medications out. There's a reason they come in child-proof containers. The fact that the cat jumps on things and eats stuff is a separate issue. You took the medication out for no reason. You could have done it later. No matter how you slice it, that was negligent.
I do genuinely, honestly think that is the crux of my matter here.
Whenever we give our boys something, like if they need their like worm treatment, their flea treatment, they need to be on a little medication for something, it's always like, okay, ready to give it now? Yes, here it is in my hand, go administer it immediately.
Yeah.
I've never taken a pill out and put it on the side to give to them later.
No.
That's just bizarre behaviour.
I also think that this is a really interesting point that is coming up in my mind that differs from that first story that we read. And that's that you have done something that was really silly and that was kind of like on purpose, knowing, like with the capacity to know that it was really truly wrong of you to do
Yeah.
that. Being an adult versus a 4 to 8 year old child, being somebody who has a pet,
Yeah.
knowing how difficult it is to open medication, and with the knowledge of how tasty these treats are to little animals that are often coming up onto counters. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's very different to being a 4 to 8 year old in a panic state flushing a ring down the toilet.
Yeah. I am intrigued though that none of the comments have said insurance, have mentioned insurance.
Yeah. Because especially considering how big a point that was for the first one.
Everyone sucks here.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Is that your badge? What's your badge, sorry?
No, my badge is like OP is the drama.
Okay.
But I am doing a little everyone sucks here.
Like me. Okay.
For the insurance. Everyone sucks here. You have pets. You should not at all be in the habit of leaving medications out. You should not pull the medication out until it is time to administer it. The medication should never leave your hand if possible, or at the very least your sight if you need to put it down for a moment as part of the process of administering it.
Like, did
Yes.
you know that one paracetamol could instantly kill a cat?
Yeah.
That's a really scary thought.
Yeah. And like paracetamol tastes disgusting. There is a low chance that a cat would just voluntarily eat it.
But you
However,
know
you still don't leave it out.
To leave it out.
If paracetamol tasted like chicken, oh my god, I would be putting it behind a lockbox.
If there was
you know?
a gravy edition paracetamol,
Yeah,
that would
I mean-
not be going.
That would be delish. But
Would it? No.
it would. Yeah, that would be like on the high shelf behind a cupboard with a key on it to
Yeah.
keep it away from the cats.
See, back to your point of the first one being an essay.
Exactly.
You're really all about
Sorry.
looking the things up.
Yeah. She needs to train her cat not to get on unhygienic and potentially dangerous surfaces such as the stove. Crap happens sometimes even with a well-trained cat, but she's allowing this. It's a habit.
It's really hard, though.
I hear that, but it's so hard because like we have one cat who naturally, knowing it's wrong,
Apollo.
and I was trying, from kittenhood, not allowing it because we used to live in open plan, and instantly we'd be like, no, and he doesn't do it in front of us.
The second
we
you're
turn our
gone.
back, he is up there. Then we have another cat who will literally never go on the counters.
Yeah.
Never. He'll sit on the bench right near the cat. He will never go on there. And we haven't had to do any kind of training with him.
I think he's under this chair, actually, Prawn.
He's in the
He's being
room.
very cute. But no, Apollo's a proper little gannet and he will eat absolutely anything. And he loves going on counters to the point where there's actually shout out to Jackson Galaxy, an incredible cat channel with fantastic cat advice. And one of Jackson Galaxy's videos said cats are not afraid of the counter, they are afraid of you. So no matter how many times
they
you
don't wanna
try
be
and
told
train
off by
them,
you.
if the counter doesn't say no, the cat's going to continue going on it when you're not around.
And it's really hard to get the counter to say no because people say tinfoil, but actually a lot
Apollo
of cats,
loves tinfoil.
including Apollo, because we tried this in our first place because it just kept happening.
Yeah.
And we did all these different methods to make the counter unattractive.
Sticky notes.
Not
He doesn't
dangerous
care.
for him to go on, but
Yes.
unattractive. He did not care. He would still go on it.
And I also say for anybody listening to this and being like, oh, tinfoil's a good shout, just be careful because the sound of tinfoil can actually cause seizures in pets if you use too much and it gets too loud. So, like, be
Use
educated.
tinfoil responsibly.
Yes, use your tinfoil responsibly.
So, like, I think it's really easy for someone to sit there and go, train your cat not to jump on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, no, it's actually just easier to keep that section of the house closed off to the cat where possible.
Yes.
Because they will continue going on if you turn your back for a second.
Continuing with this comment.
Sorry.
You've both been irresponsible.
It's the cat who got hurt for
That's
it.
the saddest
but make
thing
no
here, right?
mistake, leaving medications out, it could very easily be your dog too. Pay half and then your roommate trains the cat and you stop leaving medications around. Those are two very different levels of things. That's why I don't think it deserves an Everyone Sucks Here badge. Because one, I don't really think you can fully train all cats. I personally just don't think it's possible.
Well, we're not very good at it.
I've tried
clearly.
to train Apollo to sit. No. It literally is just like, no, give me the trimmy. I think the leaving the pill out and being irresponsible in that way is on a completely different level to struggling to get your cat not to jump on a counter.
And can I just say, Jamie definitely has trained multiple dogs very, very well.
Thank you.
No, so I'm saying, like, it's not your
I have the
inability to train.
patience.
I do think it's Apollo in that situation.
Oh, and Prawn just doesn't know that he's
Prawn
even a
is
cat.
functioning on a quarter of a brain cell.
Yeah.
Not the drama. And it's generous of you to even consider paying anything, says another
No
commenter.
explanation.
So we have had all the badges.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
sticking with my you are the drama, but your friend should insure their cat.
Absolutely. And I'm so surprised why no one has mentioned insurance.
Yeah, me too.
Drama. All right, Jamie.
I will take it away. Am I the drama for breaking up with my boyfriend because he lost my dog?
What is up?
This
Why
is-
everyone is a hot freaking mess in this episode?
This is the one of like,
This
am
is a
I the drama for
destructive
being
episode.
upset at somebody for harming my property or pet? What the heck?
What a lovely theme.
Oh, joyful.
I am a 24-year-old woman, says OP, and me and my boyfriend, also 24, have been together for almost 4 years. We get along okay for the most part. Things like him losing something of mine have happened, but never to this level.
I would never describe, oh yeah, like my wife and I, we got on okay.
He's lost a hairband, but never my cat. Could you imagine?
I just imagine like the person you've been in a relationship with for years, I get on okay with them.
Babe, the partner's just lost the dog.
Yeah.
They're arguing
Okay,
a lot. I think that's
sure.
where it's coming from. I don't think it's just like a...
No, but like even if
we're
you did
mediocre.
something catastrophic, I'd be like, we got on well until this happened.
Yeah, maybe, sure.
Sorry.
I have had my dog, Milo,
Milo.
a 12-year-old girl, for her whole life. We grew up together and it's really hard for her to get to trust other people. She has always been an anxious girly, but she's the light of my life and was always by my side, even in my worst days.
I love her.
I love her too. This is giving me Benji vibes.
Yeah, oh.
You went through some big trauma with little Benj, and he was an old little man when he passed.
It's literally, she's had him for half her life, and I got Ben when I was 13, and he lived until he
I
was
know
nearly
how
13.
important he is to
I could
you.
cry.
Could you imagine?
No.
I need to stop saying could you imagine. I'm saying that so much at the moment and it's annoying me.
I feel the tears.
I need a could you imagine
I
jar.
have tears in my cheeks.
You-
They're not in my eyes yet. You know how you get that lump in your throat? Do you ever feel it move up your face until it comes out your eyes?
Okay, well, I'm manifesting a happy story.
It's at my cheeks.
Which is probably a risky thing to do
Yeah.
on an Am I the Drama post, but we're going to
I
see.
have a tattoo for Ben.
You do.
He's
okay.
always by my side.
Manifesting good vibes for Milo. Ready? 3 years ago, I introduced my boyfriend to my family, which is just my mum and Milo. He and my mum got along okay, but he did not acknowledge Milo in any way, which is fine. I didn't expect him to be all over her, considering that she doesn't like that, but I still found it pretty strange because he did say that he absolutely loved dogs.
Okay, no, a dog lover would not be able to just be like, ugh, a dog.
And to be honest, I believed that because he would always pet dogs when we were outside. Oh.
Oh.
So he does. Oh,
Okay.
Odd. Any interaction for the past 3 years with her was limited, but Milo warmed up to him. She'd greet him, she'd go to him for pets, which he sometimes gave,
Which
and
he
accepted him
sometimes gave.
on our daily walks. Accepted him. It sounds
Milo
like they had a
sounds
real
like
bond.
a woman with standards.
She knows what she
She's
wants.
always known.
1.5 years ago, Milo got sick. She had a tooth infection, which was pretty bad. Her whole right eye was swollen shut. I asked my boyfriend to take us to the vet because I don't have a car. The vet took care of the infection, gave me some antibiotics to give her every day, and instruction to clean the wound that was left after the vet cleaned the pus. Wow.
The puss.
The love for Milo is real. For a couple of weeks, I didn't hang out that much with my boyfriend because I took care of Milo. She wasn't feeling great. One thing that stood out to me was the fact that he seemed pretty pissed every time that I brought her up, talking about her progress. Looking back, that should have risen some red flags, but I guess I brushed it off. It sounds like maybe he doesn't like the fact that Milo's competing for your attention.
Oh.
Are you getting that vibe?
I didn't, but I see it.
You know, he likes
Yeah.
other dogs, but not Milo. And you clearly care a lot for Milo, and you got a really close bond there.
I should have seen that.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what's happening. That's where my head's going.
That does make a lot of sense.
Now that I've given you the short version of the past, this is what's happening in the present, says OP. I planned with my mum to go on a short vacation to visit my grandparents. I was talking to my boyfriend about this trip and I told him who would take care of Milo, my best friend Alex, who's a 23-year-old man. My boyfriend then offered to take care of her. He was mad that I didn't come to him first, stating that he loves Milo and wants to go on walks with her, and so I reluctantly agreed, considering this quote-unquote love for her was out of the blue.
Oh,
That is unusual.
that's weird.
So if that's out of the blue for you, that means that actually he's been quite crappy. It's
Yeah.
not just in that one occasion where she had an infection a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
You've got some gut feeling that this isn't right.
The boyfriend that's been cold to your dog for multiple years is now
Yeah.
suddenly there. But like, I'm not thinking OP was silly to trust that, because even if he's been a bit hesitant,
Oh no. Why does this always happen? I have just now correlated. It takes me a while to link the title to the post. So this means the boyfriend has
lost the dog.
lost the dog?
Let's read on. I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna slap a bitch.
Not me.
The trip was supposed to last 3 days, says OP. On day 2, I was talking with my boyfriend on the phone and he casually says that Milo really likes to stay outside. For me, this fell off and I asked him what he meant. He left my sweet girl outside hours at a time alone and would check up on her hourly.
What?
You don't just leave your dog in a garden.
What? No.
Mind you, I live in an apartment and I don't have a backyard.
What the f***?
He left a
In a
dog.
public place? You left like an anxious little dog who doesn't warm up to people in a public place
An anxious old dog.
for hours at a time?
Me and my mum left as soon as I told her and we arrived back home around 9 p.m. Since then, I have blocked my boyfriend on everything and I've been searching for my girl. I've printed posters, went out every day for hours at a time and put her on Facebook groups around my area. If you have any advice of something more that I could do, please let me know.
She doesn't have Milo. Oh my god. Why is he such an asshole?
Now he and his friend group say that I'm an asshole. OP, you're not an asshole.
No.
Oh my god.
This is
you
like-
need to break up with this
This
asshole.
is legit the easiest badge. Don't unblock him. Block all of his friends.
They say that I'm an asshole because I've put my dog above my boyfriend in all of our 4 years of a relationship. I know for a fact that this isn't true, but I don't have anyone else to ask beside people that are very close to me and would be biased. I'm sorry for the long post. My mind is all over the place.
Also, like,
You do not need
People
to
get
apologise.
so-
Oh my god.
like weird about people having bonds with their pets.
Or people
Like,
having bonds with anyone but not themselves.
Yeah.
Love is not pie.
Exactly. But also, like, they're both 24. They got together at 20 because they've been together for 4 years. OP, she had Milo for 8 years, like her whole, like, teenage
Before.
years. And, like, the really critical, like, development from tween into adult, like, it's so crucial. Like, that bond between them is going to be so strong. You're a new person coming into that.
Yeah.
Like, we have friends. I'm thinking of one friend in particular. I have never met somebody so devoted to their dog.
Right.
You know who I'm talking about.
I do know exactly who you're talking about.
I actually know 2 people, but one in particular has had their dog for a very long time. It's several years older than I was when I got Ben, but still like that teenageness, like, and when they were a kid technically, and still has that dog now.
Yeah.
And is besotted. And oh my god, if their dog went missing, my heart would break.
I would go right now to the
Yeah.
other side of the world to go and help them find you. Legit though, like, if you do put this to any other context, it's textbook, right? Step parents coming in and being mad at the kids for taking
Yeah.
away some of their partner's time.
He's deliberately lost her because he's jealous of the bond.
I'm getting this deliberately lost.
Yeah.
You too, right?
Oh,
like, who
100
does that? You don't just. You don't.
100%.
Oh.
This isn't accidental behaviour.
And I don't think that was a casual leaving that
No.
part of the conversation out. I
That-
think he knew exactly what he was doing.
It was planting the seed of this was an accidental loss of the dog, but no, I think
She
he's
likes
gotten
being
rid
outside.
of her. I
Yeah.
don't think he's left her out to be be stolen. I think he's either dropped her off somewhere or he's just let her out the door. I think he's deliberately
You don't
gotten
even
her
think
lost.
that he put her in a park and went to check every out?
No, I don't think he checked on her once. I think as soon as girlfriend left, OP left, I think he put her...
That could be even longer that she's been out, Jamie. This is so sad.
I think he was waiting for an opportunity, and I think the whole thing was planned, and he only said he'd look after her so that he could get rid of her.
I just want to say something.
Yeah.
I know we normally do 4 posts for Am I the Dramas, and I know sometimes we do 3. This is with an update.
Oh.
So I just wanted to let you know
Please
that
tell me she gets
I don't know, but I am aware that there is a second part to this drama. So I'm
Can we
hoping.
just read it now?
But I think we should, wiggle on to try and find out that information.
OP, you're not the drama. Block all of his friends immediately.
The biggest, not the drama.
Honestly, to me, 99.9% he did this deliberately. It was all planned to get rid of her.
From the second he said, I'll look after Milo, not your friend Alex.
Yeah.
Dodge, 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 dodge.
Yeah. Tie him in a park and check on him every
Don't
day.
check on him every hour.
No.
Just
give him dog food and a bowl of water and just leave him there forever.
Yeah. No, but seriously, there is a special place reserved in hell, if such a place does exist, for people who could do this to kind, innocent souls.
Yeah. Oh, you know those videos, like the CCTV footage of people just leaving dogs and driving away and the dog runs after the car?
I actually can't. You were talking about having tears in your cheeks. I feel you. I can't.
They make me cry every time.
Not the drama.
This is negligence when he had responsibility to uphold. Heck, he might have done this on purpose.
I know he's actually responded.
This is what I'm most afraid of. He seems smart enough not to let her alone outside, considering how scared she is of everything.
She's got a dog with anxiety. Of course, she's a little anxious floof. Imagine me leaving you outside.
Don't leave me outside.
And you are a conscious being. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, imagine leaving you somewhere where you don't know, abandoned, not with your codependent person.
And I've been in your life.
Millionths of the brain cells that you have. No. This is so not okay. She must be so scared. Oh, I'm really hoping this update has something good because I'm so sad. Ooh, also, do you have any local farms, junkyards, tips on nature areas like camping and hiking? You could drop off posters at these places to see if anyone's come across a dog or...
Oh God, did that have to be said? A worst case scenario I hope isn't true, but you didn't need to say it.
Oh, just said.
Find my...
That's actually a really good idea though, of places to look. If anybody else is, ever struggling to find a pet, I wouldn't have thought of that, but that's a good idea. Opie responded to say...
Nothing like that. I'm more afraid that she's been hit by a car or attacked by other dogs. Thank you.
Take a photo to your local schools, ask the office to scan it and send it to the schools and churches to have kids scout for the dog. Oh. I don't think you can do that, my loves, but it's a cute idea. You could put it on forums and communities could help. Wow. Do you know what I'd be doing though? I think the best way of finding out what's truly happened to Milo is you need to confront the boyfriend. I know that you've blocked him, but he is going to have the intel of what actually happened to that dog.
I don't mean to sound dramatic, but this is a very horrible situation. Is there any further repercussions for the boyfriend to do that? Because I definitely know
a pet is property.
You can definitely report
yes
to some kind of animal care governing body, so that he's not allowed to own a pet or something. I don't know if it would go quite that extreme.
I find it very bizarre the way that at least English law treats animals and pets, but pets are seen as property and you can absolutely steal a pet, and this falls under the definition of stealing for sure.
Because this would be if you and not a dog is far more meaningful and important than a car, but if we're just talking in the legal definitions,
the legal definition is theft is appropriation of property belonging to another. So he took something that is property technically by law, even though it's weird, belonging to someone that's not him, with the intention of permanently depriving the other of it. Yeah,
it's if somebody
Theft Act,
said
1968, bitches.
Law degree.
Was worth something.
I wonder how many people know you did a law degree. It would be if you said to somebody, can I park my car at your house? Not comparing a dog and a car, but just on the terms of property. And they're like, yeah, sure, leave it here. And you come back and it's missing. And they're like, oh yeah, I parked it round the corner. But they didn't. They just drove it off somewhere and abandoned it.
Not okay.
That's theft.
Yeah.
That was a metaphor.
That was a metaphor. Jamie's metaphor moment.
I did one.
We have an update.
We have an update.
And my heart is beating fast for Milo.
Do you want me to read the update?
Yes, please.
Hi. A lot of people asked me for an update. I should have waited until I got some rest, but you were also helpful and you deserve to know how this ended.
Oh, okay. One, that means that there's an end, but two, it is warming my soul that OP found this helpful. Yay to the power of the internet.
Yes.
Right? This is very sweet.
My ex came today to get his stuff, and some of you might be happy for what you're about to read, but he did not get a single thing back.
Yes. Yes.
When he saw me, he started begging me to forgive him, and thanks to you again, I agreed to forgive forgive him if he told me the truth.
Oh.
Ooh. He just looked me straight in the face and said, if I'm going to be honest, you won't forgive me. Oh no, he did it deliberately. He did it deliberately.
What did he do?
My heart broke all over again thinking about the worst of things. When he saw me cry, he told me I should get over it because she was really old, but if I really wanted her back, I should get back with him, and when he trusts me that I really forgave him, I could see her again.
She's okay. She's okay. He has
left
her?
somewhere.
He's kept her?
He is an arsehole of the most epic proportions.
He's dropped her off somewhere that is easily recoupable. I should get back with him, and when he trusts me that I really forgave him, I could see her again. So he knows where she is.
So he's kidnapped her. He's holding your dog for ransom.
See, now by law, that's not the case because you can't kidnap a thing, which is why it's dodgy law.
Yeah.
And I really think the law needs to update to consider pet not in the same league as a mobile phone.
Yeah. Ugh, I want to be done.
What a fucking asshole. I'm sorry, that has literally just sunk in. You are saying you've done this thing and you want... Why? What? What's your face?
Because I'm just like, what if he did that to a toddler? Like a child? This is OP's child. Milo is OP's child and you have just kidnapped her.
But like, oh, get over it. She's really old. If you want her back, trust me again, and
say
then
that
you
about
can see her.
someone's grandma.
Like, but that... No, but like seriously, like ridiculousness aside, that level of abusive behaviour.
This is controlling to another level.
And it's the most ridiculous Delulu level of it. Because how in God's name can you be like, trust me? Even though I've just told you that you're not going to forgive me if I tell you what I did, you've got to trust me if you want to see her again. Like, are you dumb?
I feel bad for OP being in a relationship with this person for 4 years because, like,
What a
I can't
waste.
imagine that this is the only incident of him being abusive.
What a waste.
So, geez.
What a waste. What a
I'm
waste.
going to carry on reading. I was exhausted, hopeless, and angered, and even though I wanted my girl back, I could not look at him, let alone be with him for however long he thought it took me to forgive him. So he left, not telling me a single thing about Milo.
That must have been really hard because I feel like for me, an element of me at least would have been like, would I be able to play chicken? You know, do you know what I mean? Like fake it so that I can get my intel
and then
get
kick his
Milo
butt.
and then fucking slap a bitch with a fish so hard.
I got a call some hours later, and on the other end was a lady who found Milo on the side of the road.
On the side of the
Oh my
road.
god, he just left her on the side of the road.
Wait, so does that mean that Milo was always on the side of the road?
don't
Or
know.
that he knew where she was but then let go of her because you didn't give him a second chance?
Oh, or
I don't know what's worse.
I
What an
don't.
arsehole specimen of...
I didn't even think
poo.
of that. Maybe because I'm guessing OP is someone who really cares about her dog, probably has some kind of microchip or tag on her to be contacted if she's found. And so it's just coincidental that she's been missing for, I'm
All this
assuming, a
time.
little while. And then a few hours after this happens, she's just magically found by the side of the road by a lady who calls her.
Do you think OP's partner was thinking, if I say that she accidentally got lost, maybe OP will believe me and then our relationship will be magical because I won't be fighting
Maybe.
the attention. So he was like, oh wait, no, she's responded badly to this. So now I will try and threaten her with a ransom and then gone, oh, OP's still not listening. I'm actually going to get rid of the dog now. And that's how Milo's now been found. The important thing here is Milo
Milo's
has been found.
and she's alive. I'm assuming she's alive. Hold on. She told me she would wait for me to come because she wanted to pick her up. She seemed to be in pain. In pain, so she is alive. All my emotions flooded me. My sweet baby, even though she looked so different, was alive.
Whew.
She's now staying overnight at the vet. She has 2 broken ribs and is dehydrated.
How long was she out for?
If everything goes well, she will be home soon. I appreciate each and every one of you took the time to guide me in this nightmare. Thank you again. I will be pressing charges. Yes.
Yay, Milo's been found. That's the biggest yay.
But how did she break her ribs?
Can you yay with me?
Yay.
Yay, yay, yay.
I feel really happy she's been found, but I just feel so sad that somebody could do this.
Aren't they like just such helpless little floofs? Like the fact that after this small amount of time she was dehydrated and she's got herself into this much.
I'm just thinking about if our cats, if they ever went missing. Oh no. And do you remember Love?
Love.
I still think
don't
about her.
don't even. We'll tell you the story about Love another day.
Oh, there's another update. You read this
You didn't
one.
tell me about this. Okay, last update for a while, says
Okay.
OP. I have pressed charges and I
Yes.
now have a lawyer. I unblocked my ex like some of you said and it was the best thing I did. He is incriminating himself.
Yes.
He's an idiot, is what he is. He's a fucking
Horrible
idiot. He's incriminating himself and my lawyer believes that we have a chance of winning. Also,
Yes.
I might be able to get a protection order. His friend group has apologised. His mum is in contact with me. Milo will be home later today. and she has a very good chance of making a full recovery. At least physically. My locks will be changed tomorrow. What wonderful advice. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm so glad that you feel like you've been able to work through this with the help of some other people. Thank you all so much. I'm sending you and your pets the warmest hugs. Oh, and there's a photo of little Milo.
There's a photo of Milo. Show me the photo of Milo.
I want to see the photo of Milo.
I want to see the photo of
Should
Milo.
we see the photo of Milo?
Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, she's so little. I don't know what kind of dog I was expecting. I was
in my
expecting
mind,
a
I
big
was
dog.
expecting a golden retriever.
Really?
She's so tiny. Oh, just
How
imagine
could you
her so
not
lost
love
and confused
No.
out there. I can't. I am
She
so
looks like she's smiling.
glad she's safe. Can we have some celebration emojis in the comment section if you are watching this on YouTube? And look, podcast listeners, a little squeal of joy. Let's manifest some good vibes, some good recovery vibes for Milo. Oh,
You know, she
she's
looks
so
like a
sweet.
short-haired version of Love.
Stop it. Stop talking about Love. I hope Love is also well. But I'm very, very glad that Milo is well. For those of you who cannot see gorgeous old Milo right now, she must be what?
She kind of looks like
What breed is she?
Chihuahua crossed with a Jack Russell.
Beagle. I was going to say like Spaniel,
There's like
Beagle.
there's like kind of Jack Russell-esque like terrier type vibes, but then there's she
that's
also
what I
looks
was looking
small,
for. Terrier.
like a little bit bigger than
She
a
looks
Chihuahua.
so tiny. She looks like a plump little potato. She's
Yeah.
got gorgeous golden fur. She has huge eyes and little tiny floppy ears.
She looks like she's smiling.
She does. And she has a wet little snoot.
She doesn't look old. I wonder if this is...
She doesn't look
I don't know if
12.
this is either an old photo or if she's just a very sprightly looking, lovely little dog. Oh, God. I cannot tell you
The emotional roller
how
coaster.
horrible I would have felt if she didn't get found. This one really played with my heart.
No, you can't be mad at me though, because I went on the same journey as you, and this is a cross post from a peach. So just a reminder as well to you gorgeous peaches out there, we have the subreddit 1-800-DRAMA now. If you want to join and be a member,
And I'm mad at you, Peach. No, I'm
you
not
can
mad at anyone.
totally do that. You can submit your own drama. You can help give advice to other people, whether it be fellow peaches or other people, because the third thing that you can do is cross post. And this was a cross post. So a peach found this somewhere else on the internet and said, hey,
And wanted to expose us to this
we
roller
should
coaster of
explore
emotion.
this story on the subreddit, which is how it was here today. Thank you, Peach. This was a really wonderful end that I think we can all
Yeah,
learn
it was
from.
like a proper journey. The first story is the most undecisive I've felt. Maybe not the most, but one of the most.
Yeah.
And this last story was the most solid. You are not the drama. This person is. Like
Absolutely.
the boyfriend from the
Don't
story.
even for a second. I don't believe that you believe that you could be the drama. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
like it's so
gaslighting can
ludicrous.
be strong.
No, I wasn't actually saying I don't believe. Sorry,
Oh, sorry,
let me
sorry.
rephrase that. I didn't mean it in that sense. I just meant
Right,
like
right.
you are so not the drama. It is unfathomable to think that someone could make you think you are the drama.
Yeah, no, I hate that OP was made to feel in
That's
any way that
absolutely
they
what I
might
meant,
be
yes.
the drama.
I wasn't trying to ridicule you in any way for being emotionally abused in this way, because wow, what a manipulation.
Oh, she's so pretty.
She really is so cute. I'm so glad that we can end it on this high.
Yeah. Woohoo!
This episode was a lot, bro.
Thanks.
Well, thank you, Peaches, for your submissions. Thank you for your cross posts.
And thank you for listening to this podcast. Remember, if you are listening on a podcast platform, you can rate the show or individual episodes. And thank you so much. We're now over 1,000 ratings on Spotify. That's amazing. So please carry on doing that. It means a
1,000
lot.
ratings on Spotify. Over 1 year old on this little pod.
Yeah.
Apollo's just walked in. He can feel the pet love. Hi, baby.
Like, where have you been?
And we're over 1,000 Peaches strong over on the subreddit.
Yeah, so go check out the 1-800 subreddit.
There's a lot of
1-800
people
drama.
going fishing almost all the time. Whenever I take a look, there's like at least 10 people doing their little fishy thing.
Oh, I love it. Get those fishing lines out. If you're watching us on YouTube, then
baby.
give a like and comment, and also subscribe if you want to see more. But if you are on YouTube, you've got the joys of Apollo's head and tail right now. Hello, my baby. Oh, if somebody lost you, I would be so mad.
I think it's a good point to end the podcast. Sending so much love to you, sweets. Be kind
Much love.
and have a great day.
Bye. He's like, I was napping and I thought you were there, and then I woke up and you weren't there, and now I need love.